team, boxed. What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over a blitz found in the 4-3 over plus. The blitz is Mike Blitz 2. The 2 represents a cover 2 shell. It's probably my favorite base defense to work out of, is always a cover 2. But anyways, the blitz is found in the Cincinnati Bengals 4-3 over plus. Really simple setup. I'll give you guys a couple of different adjustments behind this as well for tight flex. The setup is baseline Y, if I can get the right controller, Y right on the D-pad. You're going to slant your D-line to the outside, LB, left on the D-pad. Man, oh man, Madden 19 is coming to haunt me. Left on the D-pad, up on the right stick, QB contain, LB, RB, double tap right on the D-pad. That's quick adjustments for your linebackers. You're going to blitz Y down on the right stick, and make sure we're always in the contain. Your last part, and this is really going to come in key when they're starting to block their running back, is to have your user on a blitz. This in a sense is creating a bluff blitz. A couple years ago you could bluff blitz any linebacker and it worked really well. This year you've got to manually blitz your user and then just drop back into coverage. Oftentimes you can find yourself getting pretty easy picks or even a pick 6 off of this because they assume that you're just bum rushing, but we're not. We're going to drop into coverage. And then you're going to stand over the left side B gap. For example, we're sending the blitz on the right side and we're going to stand on the left. If we were sending it from the left, we're going to stand on the right. It just all depends on what side you want to send it from. Lastly, but probably the more important thing, is your user. Please have somebody like Deion Jones. In regs, you can have Ryan Shazier. In MUT, you can have Ryan Shazier. Those two are going to be your best bet for coverage linebackers because they're just the most athletic ones available in the game. So, without further ado, this is against a non-blocked running back. Let's go ahead and snap the ball. You can see right there. Bam, bam. We've got 2 people coming off of the edge. Against a non-blocked running back, oftentimes you'll see your defensive end coming in clean, but more frequently you'll see this outside linebacker right here coming in clean and screaming at him all day, every day. So now with a blocked running back, let's go ahead and block a running back. Set this blitz up, baseline, slant your D-line to the outside, blitz Y, QB contain, blitz your user. Stand over the left side B gap. And this part will take a little more practice, is to get the right spot, and we're going to stand right about there. We're going to bump the left guard, disengage, scream, team, boxed. Of course, they have the check down on the left side, but that soft squat's going to play that corner out long enough to come down where you can click onto that deep path and make the pick. The soft squat, if you have a safety right there, it's just going to absolutely punch him in the face and ideally force a fumble. So again, we'll go ahead and do this one more time against a blocked running back. Then we'll get into coverage behind tight flex. So baseline, slant your D-line to the outside, blitz Y, QB contain, and blitz your user. Then hover over the left side, B gap. Again, bump the left guard. That's going to be the most important part to get this thing to come through clean as day. And you can see right there, we are getting an easy A gap from our middle linebacker. So now a little bit of coverage behind this. So with 4-3, we're working a lot with our linebackers and our defensive line, and 4 defensive backs, 2 safeties, 2 corners. In tight flex, the number 1 play you've got to be aware of is PA post shot. So this is going to kind of come down to figuring out who's running the deep crossers and then who's just running shallow. If I'm going to get somebody like to spam PA post shot, I'm looking more so to play a bend don't break style defense. So this is an adjustment I might do. I'm going to go ahead, set the blitz up. If I'm going to get somebody in tight flex, I'm sending the pressure every single time, no matter what. So we're going to go ahead and baseline, set our blitz up. Again, the way that you do it, and the way that you set it up doesn't matter as long as you get the setup correct with the contain and blitzing your middle linebacker. Everything else is just muscle memory to me. I'm going to go ahead and put X and B into outside quarters. And now right here, I have pretty much everything deep, but we're going to get rid of the deep halves. So we're going to start cross-manning them. Now, please be sure you have corners in at the safety position and the safeties down at the corner, and better corners than what the Bengals have, simply for your man coverage ability. We're going to go ahead and cross-man Y to B and A to X. Those are the guys I expect to run the deep crossers, and then the Y and A generally runs shallow routes. You can now go ahead, pass commit, and then shade, kind of depending on how good your defensive backs are. If your corners are good, you generally don't have to shade too much, but I like to shade to the outside, and then we're going to go ahead and send the pressure right here. Unfortunately, I don't think we can We don't have PA post shot because he didn't give us the Bengals playbook. But this is how I would go ahead and bag and scream at them very quickly. Now you can see on the right side, they do have that check down. It's kind of a little screenplay what they create on that side of the field. But that would be the best way that I would go ahead and shut down PA post shot. Again, we're looking to play a bend, don't break style against tight flex, but we're also sending the pressure. Now, in this particular play, what are we in? What does it look like? Mesh spot. This is a way that I'm going to go ahead and attack this play. Go ahead and set the blitz up. We've got a wheel route running on the right side of the field and a drag. So what this is going to create on one side of the field is a little screen with Juju Smith being the lead blocker. We have to worry about Washington on the spot route, and generally that's what we're going to take away as the user. One thing we also have to be careful about is a cloud flat. Cloud flat will not play the route that Moncrief runs long enough for, if they are a good player, to get this blitz blocked. It's going to be an easy dot. So be very, very careful with Moncrief. The adjustments behind this are, we're going to go ahead and put X into an outside quarter and then Y into a curl flat. And then kind of from here, you can do whatever you want with Y, A, and B. You got to be really weary of B running that little wheel route. Sometimes soft squats will match and they'll run with them. Sometimes they won't. So generally I'm playing a bend, don't break. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and put B. Come on. B. There we go. Into a cloud flat. Come on. Where's cloud flat in this one? It's usually right on the D-pad. This time it's down the D-pad. So I put him in a cloud flat, and then maybe A. A can be tricky because if you man him up to the running back, he's going to get bombed over the top fairly easily. I'd probably actually want to keep him in a deep half, or you can do the following. You can put B into either an outside quarter. I prefer outside quarter here, or outside third. I'm going to go ahead and put him in outside quarter, and then A you can put into a curl flat. From here, your two big things you've got to be really careful about are the spot route and the drags. Really, you as a user have to occupy a lot of the middle of the field. Now you can do one thing as well to take away the drag on the left side. You can shade it underneath and then just put A back into a curl flat and kind of create a coverage shell like this. Now right here, we're going to have to watch, again, the middle of the field as the user. So let's go ahead, send the blitz. Right here, send, wait, bagged. Now, of course, they have the check down on the right side of the field, but if they take that, the curl flat will get there quick enough to be able to make a play on the ball, punch him in the face, and maybe ideally even knock the ball out of his hands. So that's a little bit of coverage I might play behind it. Again, if they're doing PA post shot, we're playing a more of a bend, don't break style of defense. And we might do a couple of different quick adjustments, shade over top, pass commit, and then set this blitz up. Let's just say they block the running back. And this might be a coverage shell that I give them against somebody that likes to spam PA post shot. Again, you got to identify who's going to be running deep crosser. If you think you accidentally manned up the wrong person, you can do something real fast. You can just quick adjust back into that and do something like that. Again, be aware of the user of what might be coming across the middle of the field or what you think you kind of messed up on and take that away. Be sure you get ahead of the ball. Again, we're going to go ahead and send the blitz right here. We're looking to always scream out of the tight flex. You can see right there, screamed. And luckily, if that was PA post shot, for example, it would be bagged. So that's going to take care of this video. A little bit of coverage shell behind it, how you guys can kind of attack a tight flex. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out MeisterMadden.com. We're going to go over a lot of different formations like gun bunch and a whole bunch of different formations. Our defensive guide working out of the Miami Dolphins defense, big down 146. So until next time, guys, get in the lab, work on some coverage shells, and I will see you guys in next time.